Ozempic Mania. It's all the rage right now. It's a big selling drug. But what the drug companies, what big pharma is not telling you is that 25% of the weight loss is from bone and muscle. And that's terrible. You don't want that. That's the last thing you want. That's going to lead to a skinny fat. Hi, I'm John Kropp with Elite Nutrition. I'm called the Guru of Truth. It's a nickname my customers have given me over the years, and it's kind of stuck because I kind of have a knack to cut through the BS and tell you the truth of what works, what doesn't work. And I'm going to show you a product that you can take that has the same effects. It's going to lower your A1C, balance your blood sugar, reduce cravings, help you lose a lot of weight, and without the side effects. So stay tuned. Now, it is true that this class of drugs, the GLP-1 receptor agonists, which are very hot right now, do have some good effects. They do help improve blood sugar levels. They do reduce appetite, increases insulin. Not so sure if increasing insulin is a good thing, but certainly improving insulin sensitivity is a good thing. But again, if 25% of the weight loss is coming from your muscle and your bone, that's exactly what you don't want to do in a weight loss product. The bone and muscle is vital, especially as we get older. The muscle is really what controls our metabolism. So we're going to show you an alternative product, like a glucose support product, that will do these same things for you. And you're looking for an ingredient that's known as berberine. Berberine is kind of called nature's Ozempic. It's been nicknamed that. And you're looking for a product that has a chromium, which enhances insulin sensitivity, 800 micrograms a day, maybe 1,000 micrograms a day. Gymnemia sylvestre is a slows the release of sugar, very important. Alpha lipoic acid, mulberry. Look for a product with these types of ingredients. It's going to mimic this effect, and you're going to lose all fat. You're not going to lose any muscle or bone, and that is the whole key. We're going to get to the eating side of it. If anyone tells you what you can eat, anything you want, they're crazy. That is just not the facts. That's not what the data shows. Now, getting back to some side effects of these drugs here, Ozempic. Ozempic's the most popular one of the three that are kind of really sweeping the nation right now. Side effects are going to include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. It slows digestion. It makes everything digest really slow. It becomes a sludge, a sluggish aspect. It can lead to pancreatitis. Thyroid tumors have been shown in animal studies. And then there's what they're calling the Ozempic face, where it ages the person. But what we're most concerned about too is it lowers the metabolic rate. So it's going to affect the ATP energy cycle of the mitochondria, the furnace of your cell, how your body's able to burn fat. It's going to slow things down. And when it does that, you're going to gain the weight back when you go off the medication. It's almost a sure thing. So when you do it a natural way, it's much more effective. And again, you're going to lose pure fat. So that is going to be the biggest key. Now, keep in mind that we like to put people on a specific clean eating plan. And there's no such thing as being able to eat junk food on a good eating plan for permanent weight loss, for lowering blood sugar, lowering A1C, and losing true fat. Your eating plan needs to consist of meat, fruit, vegetables, eggs, and dairy. Meat, we consider fish a meat. It's a high protein. Any fish, chicken, turkey, bison, grass-fed beef is best. But you're going to have to look for increasing your protein content, your clean meats. Your fruits and vegetables, really any fruit or vegetable is fine. Eggs, if they're pasture-raised. Dairy is okay, depending on how you respond to dairy. We like a raw dairy. Raw cheeses are great. This is your basic eating plan. And research shows as soon as you stray from this basic eating plan, you invite disease in, you invite inflammation. It triggers different things in the body. Your insulin sensitivity goes away. All kinds of problems when you stray from this. And the expression that we use is more important what you don't eat than what you do eat. So you need to avoid the industrial seed oils, which are your vegetable oils. We're going to be doing a whole nother video on this and getting into the trenches on this, but it's soybean oil, corn oil, peanut oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil, sesame seed oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. These are all the heavily highly processed omega-6, really high in linoleic acid. They create inflammation. They create a sluggish metabolism. You need to get these out of your diet. And guess what? They're going to be in your mayonnaise. They're going to be in your salad dressings. They're going to be in your breads. So you have to be careful. We don't want you eating white sugar processed foods, obviously. We don't want to be eating cakes, candies, cookies, pastries, right? You got to lower your breads or get rid of breads. Wheat and gluten, you don't need grains either. You don't need grains on a natural eating plan. Creates inflammation. This is where your foods will be. And then people will ask, well, John, what should I eat for breakfast? Well, pick something out. Have some grass-fed beef. Have some ground beef for breakfast. Have some eggs. Have some cheeses. Have a bowl of fruit. You know, there's various things you can do. So you want to avoid these and set up an eating plan that you're not on those, and you're going to have great success. In fact, I've never seen someone taking these basic ingredients to improve their metabolism, to balance their A1C, improve their blood sugar. You take 2 capsules twice a day, 2 in the morning, 2 later on. No side effects, no toxicity. But I've never seen a person follow an eating plan such as this and take this supplementation and not lose weight to hit their goal weight. It works every single time. Now, this part is probably a little easier said than done, right? Because us Americans, we're so used to eating these foods. But big food is lying to you. Big food, we would argue, is you could say your Kellogg's, your Nestle, your Mars, your General Mills, your PepsiCo, your big companies. They don't sell apples. They don't sell grass-fed beef. They don't even sell your dairy or raw cheeses hardly. They will sell some processed stuff. They have to sell you Oreo cookies, Cheerios, which is not a health food. They have to sell you processed foods. You don't need any grains. You don't need any cereals. You don't need that processed food. It just creates insulin resistance. It creates weight gain. It slows your metabolism. And then we like to point out to people that there's such a thing as a glycemic index and there's a glycemic load. The glycemic index is how fast a particular carbohydrate brings up your blood sugar. The glycemic load is the same measure, but it's using a load of food. So in other words, no one's going to eat 100 grams of carrots. They're going to have 1 or 2 carrots. And then you can test the glycemic load. No one's going to eat 10 apples, a massive 100 grams of apples. They're going to eat 1 apple, maybe 2 apples. But anyways, what's interesting, as soon as you look at a true glycemic load, what someone would eat in a normal setting, in a normal sit down, all the foods on the basic eating plan are low glycemic index, including all your vegetables, your fruits, all of that. And then your processed foods, your cereals, your sugars, your pastries, has a very high glycemic load. So it doesn't matter if it's 7-grain bread, whole grain bread, white bread, it all spikes your glucose the same way. So don't be fooled by big food. Don't give your hard-earned money to them. They're scamming you. They're having you look at protein, carbohydrates, fat, the ingredients in that product. You need to look at the ingredients. They want you looking at the ingredients as protein, fat, carbohydrates. It's not the way you look at a food. You read the actual ingredients and you look for any of these, and you don't buy that food if it has that in there. So that's a good recap for you on what to look for here. And you can order the glucose support product right off the website for a nice discount, and it's guaranteed to work. It works every time. It's an amazing product. But stay tuned to this channel for more truth from the guru. We cut through the BS for you and get right to the facts for you and tell you what works and what doesn't work. Thank you for listening.